This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Nurses headed into an urgent meeting on Monday. It's expected that that's when the group will truly plan its next move now that it's secured the backing to take action if needed. Nurses turned out in large numbers on Tuesday with hundreds voting in favor of strike action amidst an ongoing standoff with the PHA. The nurses claim there are a number of outstanding issues, but the PHA insists it's only come down to a new shift system that was slated to take effect December 10th. That date was deferred. The PHA maintains the new shift would improve the delivery of healthcare to patients and ensure better patient outcomes, eliminate inequities caused by the 4 nights on, 4 nights off system, establish a standardized 40-hour work week with 8-hour daily shifts, and provide compensation for nurses scheduled to work between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. But BNU President Amanda Williams argues otherwise, charging that her members would rather not work than accept what's proposed. The police force in an era of transformation and a heightened sense of professionalism. The sentiments of National Security Minister Marvin Dames, who says the RBPF will no longer be a resting place for those who don't accept that.
There is no room for you. And so hence we are putting a lot of time and efforts on training, not only from the recruitment level, but at the very top level of the agency. And very shortly we will be discussing or sharing with the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the public mid and senior level certification training for officers at this level to prepare them for senior leadership. And we're extremely proud about what is to come.
And as the minister stressed, that includes doing away with the practice of recruiting by numbers, but instead based on needs.
And we're in an era where financial services, or the threat to financial services, is a very serious thing. And as we say that this is one of the 2 pillars of our economy, we must ensure that we do all that we possibly can to put in place proper regulations, to bring about or to introduce or to recruit individuals who are skilled in finance, who are skilled in business and accounting, so that we can catch those persons who are manipulating our system, those persons who are laundering.
The minister was speaking at Thursday's handover ceremony at the police college. Thanks to the U.S. Embassy, the police force now has over $43,000 worth of equipment and gear. That's 293 protective vests and plates for officers, training equipment, and the gear for the police college, a high-powered laser microscope for the ballistic laboratory, and maintenance for the safe boat used by the force's Marine Support Unit. U.S. Chargé d'Affaires Stephanie Bowers.
These donations center on 2 of my priority areas, training and protection. In my role at the embassy, there's nothing more important to me than the safety and security of my team. And every day, U.S. law enforcement personnel operate alongside their Bahamian counterparts in our mutual fight against transnational criminal organizations operating between our 2 countries. When I hear about a joint U.S. Bahamian operation, at the forefront of my mind is not only the security of U.S. personnel, but also that of our close and trusted Bahamian partners.
Officers began using the new equipment last night. Meantime, a man's in custody after a shooting leaves his alleged victim seriously wounded. Police tell us the victim was in the area of Rupadane Lane off Ponciana Drive just after 5 o'clock yesterday when a gunman opened fire, shooting him before attempting to run off. Luckily, a police officer in the area went after him. The suspect was caught a short distance away. Another 6 men were locked up in connection with 5 illegal firearms and dangerous drugs taken off the streets of a family island and New Providence. 100 prison inmates have taken a big step on their journey improving their lives outside prison, reducing their chances of returning. They are the first graduates of a 10-week vocational training that qualifies them for basic certification in varying subject areas including auto mechanics, barbering, carpentry, information technology, electrical, garment making, plumbing, and masonry. As National Security Minister Marvin Dames explained, the training courses use existing curricula and participants were assessed by BTVI instructors. The vocational training will be followed by 3 months of work experience in maintenance and repair on the Department of Corrections Fox Hill compound. 6 correctional officers are also undergoing training to equip them to function as certified vocational instructors at BTVI, working within the prison environment on a full-time basis. The plans to also upgrade selected prison industries with modernized equipment to support the training initiative. Now, while Minister Dames acknowledges that such programs play a critical role in both prisons and society, he accepts that it is not the cure-all crime and violence in the Bahamas. This training course for inmates is an initiative of the Citizen Security and Justice Program that's funded by a loan from the Inter-American Development Bank and managed by the Ministry of National Security. Our final story is up next.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.